I'm Davie.
I'm Misty.
DMWATS.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. Hello, everybody. I am Davie.
I'm Misty.
And welcome to another episode of DMWATS. Guys, holy crap. Welcome back. You know, it's a welcome back for us too, right?
Sure.
It is literally
I actually miss pulling from the fishbowl, and I'm kind of envious that it's on your side.
You want it on your side?
Hell yes, I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it to her. Here's the fishbowl.
That's
if you're
how
watching
life
us on
is
YouTube,
affecting
yes,
Misty right now.
we're gonna head it on over there.
Give
She
me
wants
all
the
the
fishbowl.
I want
Yeah.
all.
So we have had we had to step away last week. You know, we were dealing with something.
Okay, first off, I'm gonna say this: we took a break. We have 80 something episodes. We no fail. We do it every week. And sometimes life gets in the way because that's life.
That's life.
That's adulting.
It is.
And we had to take a minute and take care of what we needed to. Y'all had stuff to listen to.
Yeah.
And now we're back.
We are back. So hey, welcome back to DMWATS. You guys know what it is. You find us on all the streaming services. And as always, Doge, AMC, and Sheba to the Moon. That's what we do.
Although I couldn't tell you what any of them are doing.
Yeah, right. That's what life has done.
Adulting.
We've been adulting. We haven't been able to pay attention to any of those. But
we bought a weed eater today.
That's true adulting right there.
We did.
That is true adulting. So we bought a weed eater. So that's one thing you got to understand. We did true adulting today. We went outside.
No, it's been real adulting. I made bifold doors, French doors today.
Boom.
And I did it for $20.
That's what adulting is about.
Talk to me about life. Yeah. I'll tell you how to do it.
And we did the damn thing.
Some screws, it's all you need.
Look, we did it. It's been such a week that there's gonna be a lot of expletives. Well, I guess we'll say sorry, Mom, right now. But at this point, this is just happening. It's been adulting. We are sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We love you, but it's still happening.
I am going to be 46.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry. This is real life. Real life has the F word.
Yeah.
Real life has
a lot of shit happening.
Stuff I make up on the daily.
That is true.
I was cussing so bad the other day. Davey looked at me and I said, "There is no crying in life, therefore there's cussing in life."
Absolutely. She said a few curse words. I was like, "Well, that's creative."
That's
like I don't think I've heard. I've never heard of those.
I didn't know you could put those two words together. Isn't that a law in like freaking Iowa?
That's what it boils down to. And so I gotta say,
I'm living on the edge.
Yeah, I gotta say this. You know, we had a rough week, and that's why we had to step away. We adulted, but there we got 80 something episodes for y'all to go ahead and take a look at too. And hopefully you guys did that. But it was a rough week, and you guys may hear a little baby talk in the background. That's our grandbaby.
That's our grandbaby.
That's our grandbaby. It's like we said, it's been a week.
That's a Miss
But our grandbaby is with us for a little bit. You may see her on a few episodes, depending on whether or not she shows her face randomly down here. So, but anyway,
I do a special to the mind of a 2-year-old. and I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. Spoiler alert! It's gonna be a lot of huh? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Mimi.
Why?
Papa. Literally just why?
Why?
Yeah, it happens.
But why?
And so that's our commentary. That's our rant.
What we cares about.
We got full on them. But before we get into that fishbowl topic, I have to flash the vote for Misty. Misty is now in the quarterfinals. She is in the quarterfinals. Look, this is the face of a fabulous over 40 person right here. You want to know why? Because the true face of fabulous over 40 is like this. Like, man, this is life. It's true life.
This is a face of a person that needs a weekend away.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Fabulous Over 40 is about. So flashing that link, you guys make sure you vote for Misty's in the quarterfinals. Everybody who's listening to us, y'all want to support us, click the link. Click on that link for Fabulous Over 40. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and
40 ado?
Yeah, you see what I did there? I meant to say further ado. Without 40 ado, we're going to go ahead and get into that fishbowl topic and talk about what it is. She jumped up. So if you're watching us right now, you will be able to see her. She just jumped up. Like, apparently the fishbowl topic is amazing. What we got, baby?
The fishbowl topic today is favorite movies.
Oh, we needed this. We needed this. Now, you who are watching on YouTube probably see my wife standing up and showing the shirt she has on. It says Save Ferris.
It's one of my favorite movies. Save Ferris.
It says Save Ferris.
From Ferris
Bueller's Day Off. And if you haven't seen that movie,
you're doing it wrong.
You are wrong.
You're adulting wrong.
If you haven't seen that movie,
wrong.
Yeah, you are doing it wrong.
So what I have to say about the shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah. Tell
one,
them, baby.
I get compliments every time I wear it. Two, so when it came out, I can't remember the year. It was obviously late 80s.
Okay.
And I was in middle school.
Okay.
And they did an extended trailer.
Okay.
But different than an extended trailer, they did an extended trailer for kids, for schools.
Really?
Yes. So they sent it to schools because it's about a kid that doesn't want to go to school and he's ditching school.
Ooh.
So they turned it into like this 30-minute film PSA about life and how it sucks sometimes, and sometimes you need a break, but that everything's okay and it's funny. And it was, and we were all packed into a gymnasium, and we got to watch the extended trailer of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Of course, I grew up in a big, in the Bay Area, so it's heavily populated. So you get perks like that with movie theaters.
Okay.
And it was great because there were outtakes in that trailer that were never seen in the actual movie.
Yeah.
Just like another one of my favorite movies, Real Genius, with Val Kilmer. I love Val Kilmer. I love him.
Yeah.
I love his documentary.
Yeah, she talked about because we talk about Weird Science, and then she was like,
but
"Hey,
Val Kilmer
and Real Genius, the man is a legend."
I remember the commercial for Real Genius because I was very smart as a kid. Okay. And I had upper level at school, but so everybody in my house would like call me a genius. So then this movie comes out, Real Genius. Okay. And here's Val Kilmer in the commercial, and he's in this craft that he made, and he's floating up the school wall. Yeah. And the professor looks outside and he goes, "What are you doing?" And he looks at him and he goes, "Floating, sir." It was never in the movie. What? And that is a core memory of that movie, and I love that movie.
You guys got to see Real Genius. It was a good one. It's an oldie but a goodie.
I could do the whole half hour on just the movies I love, so I'm going to let you break because I love this topic.
But I'm also going to go with dealing with tradition of older movies, Weird Science. We have mentioned Weird Science. Weird Science.
Man, I wanted that scanner that would make anybody.
I feel like every young person at that age fantasized about the female that they created in Weird Science.
Okay, well, maybe we didn't. Maybe a female didn't fantasize about making a female.
Hey, in this day and age, you never know. But still.
Maybe just making a friend.
Yeah, but Weird Science was amazing. It's about these two nerds who literally decided to make a human being. And they created this woman, right? And there was so many wacky things that happened in it that it's just like, wow. Like,
and they had the phone thing. They had to put the phone to the computer thing.
Yeah, like it got crazy.
And there was internet, which there wasn't internet when the movie was made. Yeah. And Robert Downey Jr. was a teenager in it, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. So I gotta be the bad guy here. Like, I know I say Weird Science is one I wanted to put out there that I really did not think was that great, but it won Oscars. And look, if this causes you to cancel me, that's fine. I was not a fan of Titanic. I was not a fan of I'm King of the World. I was not a fan of Titanic.
He wears the
That's
ring,
right. That's why I was not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
Here's the thing. Titanic, it happened, and I thought it was a tragedy. It sucked that happened. I did not need to see a 3-hour movie over somebody's.
I didn't need to see it romanticized.
Yeah,
people
I was like,
died.
This happened on the Titanic. Okay, so why do I care about that versus the other people?
It wasn't a movie to me.
Right. It was just like, hey, this happened. Okay. So what is the difference between the way that he made Titanic was like, what is the difference between me watching Titanic and a Notebook? What is the difference? Because the reality is it's a romantic type movie.
The Notebook made me cry. That's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't saying
I
ain't saying the Notebook made me cry. I'm saying that I think that I got allergies really bad. We talked about that.
You want to watch a great movie that has to do with someone from the Titanic? That's just a movie. It's a glorification of their life. The Unsinkable Molly Brown. It's an old movie.
I've never seen that one.
I know, because it's an old movie.
No, that's cool.
But it's great because it's about a woman that was on the Titanic that was on one of the life rafts and would pump everybody up like, no, you can do this. She was a strong woman from Arkansas, like
really. So it's like a true story, like this actually happened.
Her money, she wasn't old money. She was new money. So like her money had been just like given to her because they like struck oil or something. Okay. So she was the salt of an earth woman, salt of the earth woman, and she just was this just hardcore like me. Really? I mean, seriously, I hate to say that about me, but I'm like, no, we can do this.
Yeah, absolutely. No, don't hate to say that because that's who she is.
Like me. Yeah,
so, because she's about that. She's about that optimism. She's about that. Hey, let's do the positivity. Yeah. We can do it regardless of what the situation is.
We're not dead until I've exhausted all possibilities.
Facts. So
I say we're dead, then we're dead.
Well, okay. So
sorry, I got a little.
What was it called again?
Unsinkable Molly Brown.
Unsinkable Molly Brown. So you guys heard it. Unsinkable Molly Brown. Because too many times, look, what I gotta say is that look, we are lovers of the Marvel movies. We love all the Marvel movies. There's some like, but for the most part, we love the Marvel movies. Yes. But the thing is that Marvel has recreated everything. And it's like, oh, if it ain't about Marvel and the comics, I ain't trying to hear it. And that's not the way it should be. That's really is like, it's like, okay, I'm saying as far as a good movie. Like, oh yeah, Black Widow was great. Black Panther was great. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen Black Widow, so I just said it was great because of the reviews. So I gotta say that. I'm sorry, I was faking on that one. So Black Panther was great. We did see Black Panther, right?
Yeah, Black Panther was great.
Black Panther was great. Black Panther was great. That was
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, one of the greatest. One of the greats. We gotta. We're gonna have to toast to it.
Back to movies.
Can we toast to that at least?
Yes.
Chadwick Boseman, we gotta toast. Like, you can't mention him without taking the toast to that. You watching and you got something in your hand, go ahead and toast up to that. Chadwick Boseman, my man.
But let's talk about Judas and the Black Messiah. That was a great movie. That's a new movie.
So I'm gonna let you talk first on it.
It was just, you know, if you don't know a lot about Black Panthers and what was going on in the late 60s, 70s.
Boy. Whew. Judas and the Black Messiah. If you don't got HBO Max, all right, whatever. But Judas and the Black Messiah.
Chadwick's one of his last movies, which was the one about Vietnam.
Five Bloods
or
something like that.
The Five Bloods is
literally. I think it's the Five Bloods. Yeah, but
you gotta watch that one too.
But first, the Judas and the Black Messiah. What you were saying, the Judas and the Black Messiah was about Black Panthers and betrayal within the Black Panthers. The federal government.
It's not even that. It's the infiltration of the government.
Infiltration of the government.
And how they made them turn on each other.
Yeah.
It's just
it was crazy.
See it.
Yeah, so it was good. So then what was the next one you just said? We said Judas and the Black Messiah. The Five Bloods. So Chadwick Boseman, because we were talking about Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman came out with something called the Five Bloods. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if it was a true story. It was directed by Spike Lee.
I was about to say it's a Spike Lee
movie. But Chadwick Boseman.
It's about 5 guys that were in Vietnam together.
Right.
Had buried some Vietnam gold. And had vowed to go back to get it.
They were on a mission to get it in the beginning. That's what they were sent to do.
And what they went through to get it. And it has flashbacks of them younger. Right. And Chadwick is their
they all flash back to
sergeant or whatever.
Yeah, they all flash back to Chadwick talking to them.
And it's a lot and it's amazing. Yeah. And it's very now and very gritty and very first person. And I loved that about it.
I felt like we had to turn around and rewind it because it was like, wow, there's a lot of things from PTSD to just a lot of stuff that people don't think about when it comes to those guys that come over here. Because Nam was hell. We wasn't there, but look, I'm pretty sure that those guys had to go through a lot.
So, you know what I'm saying? But if we're going to go like movies, and again, if you haven't seen Val Kilmer's documentary,
man,
It's amazing.
Here's the thing. I had no desire to see it.
Oh my God.
I had no desire to see Val Kilmer's documentary.
He has so much footage of him as a young man.
Tell them about why that footage is important.
Because it shows.
Not just that, how much footage is it? That's what I'm talking about.
He has so much footage that he has a place that he has it stored at. He has that much footage. And not only that, but he was one of the first people to have a video camera or, you know, a movie camera. And he has footage of him with his brothers when he was young, before he was anybody. And it was amazing how he did it. And I can't even talk about it. It made me that happy and that sad, and that he is exactly what I wanted him to be.
Absolutely.
And I love him for that. And it's nice to see me as a little girl love him and grow up with him and see him through the Doors, which I love the movie The Doors. Of
course.
Top Gun, of course. To see him, Tombstone, to see Real Genius, to see all these
was
things.
Was he Doc Holliday in Tombstone?
Yeah.
He was Doc Holliday in Tombstone. If you haven't watched, because go ahead.
No, just to see him go through all this and be this guy, Willow. I loved Willow. Just to see him. And
we bought that movie.
Yeah.
We bought that movie, Willow.
So to see him be that guy that I wanted him to be as I was growing up made me really happy. It was very cool, and kudos to you, sir, for making an amazing documentary.
Val Kilmer I'm not gonna lie to you, like there were like when it came to the documentary, I was like, didn't he fall off after this? And she was like, no, he made this, and I said, wow. Look, speaking of Val Kilmer, Batman, I think it was Batman Forever.
Oh, I love that.
He was a Batman.
I loved him as Batman.
Most people don't know that Val Kilmer was one of the greatest Batmans. They wanted him back immediately for Batman.
He was a great
Batman. He was like, no, but you know why he was so great? A lot of the stuff he did was not written in the script.
There are two Batmans for me. Two.
You already know the first one.
Michael Keaton.
Damn Skippy.
And Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer was so good in Batman. They wanted him back because of how great it did.
But he
was like, nah, I'm good. I want to say he was working on something else, but even then, you know, we talk about favorite movies, and we went on Val Kilmer. We might have went on favorite actors now, but still, like his stuff, so like good. Willow, Batman. Look, another one of our favorites that he's also in, Tombstone.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
Tombstone's a great. Him as Doc Holliday, we was like, and what he talked about how he created Doc Holliday. He went through so many voices for Doc Holliday.
But then when he was saying goodbye, and he put himself on ice. He literally laid encased in ice so he could get that sweat, that pain. That he's such a method actor, and I appreciated him documenting his life so that I could see that side. I never wanted to be an actor, but it was nice to see it from an actor's perspective.
Yeah, so people can see that he can truly act. It wasn't just,
but
I'm acting here. But that sweat was real.
I gotta come back.
Okay, pivot. Let's go. What you got?
Big Trouble, Little China.
I like what you did there, and I got one after this one for that one.
That's my ultimate movie.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. That's Kurt Russell in his early days.
Yes.
Kurt Russell in his early days, you guys.
San Francisco.
Yeah, and there's a fun fact about Kurt Russell in his early days for the truck driver seat.
Oh yeah, he actually had to get his truck driver's license so he could drive across the bridge. Because they couldn't get the permits to shut down the Golden Gate Bridge. So the footage of him in the truck driving over the Golden Gate is actually him driving over the Golden Gate.
Yeah. Like, and here's the thing, I feel like, which you probably have known by now, because we're gonna put it in the edits, that warning, this is not about brand new movies that are out right now.
No.
This is about the goodies that you guys need to go back and take a look at.
Favorite movies.
It's not favorite new movies.
No.
It's favorite movies. And this is our things.
These are our go-tos.
Right.
And
so
that's a go-to for me.
Big Trouble in Little China was definitely a classic with us coming up. Yes. If you haven't seen it, go back and take a look.
I have the tank top of Jack Burton.
Yeah, Jack Burton.
Jack Burton.
Kurt Russell. at his finest. There was also always a scene that I talked to you about. I was like,
I'm gonna tell you a story. Don't tell me it was an act of God.
Yeah, there's a scene that I talked to her about. She was like, I don't know why that makes you hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, the scene makes me hungry. I don't even know why. There's a scene in Big Trouble in Little China where Jack Burton slides down it looked like a sewage pipe. He comes out and they're all waiting for him, and he lands on a pile of fish.
Yeah.
And he gets up, and one of the people that he was going there, and he was like, hey, we're all gonna fight together. Grab one of the fish, bites the fish head off, and like, hey, you want some of this? He was like, nah, I'm good. I got hungry. I immediately want a fish. I don't know why. You remember that? It just looks delicious to me. Look, you're probably like, gross. Yeah, but go check it out. That's what a Big Trouble Little China.
You're a sushi guy. That's
what it is.
You're a sushi guy.
Now, I got one.
Okay.
Bruce Leroy, The Last Dragon. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right. Yeah, she's smiling because she already know. Bruce Leroy, show enough. That's why I want to come down to it. The Last Dragon was the first black superhero. I don't know what it was. He was like the black Bruce Lee. Bruce Leroy. If y'all ain't seen The Last Dragon, it is literally a black dude, two black dudes going at it, and one is all about Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is The Last Dragon is about the underdog coming up. The guy that's like nobody views him as the one that would actually defeat this person. This guy is a bully and messing with everybody. And this guy is literally the least likely to succeed and defeat this person. And he actually, whoops, dropped the mic, my bad. He actually goes through and, yeah, that's my fault. Bruce Leroy actually goes through and defeats, and he gets the girl. True story. He defeats the bully and he gets the girl. That's a true American story right there. Wow. Would you not agree with that?
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, now hold on. What's that one to me you talk about? That we talked about it in a few episodes ago, where the meteor comes through, turns everybody to dust.
Yeah.
You remember that one? You guys gotta watch it.
It's 1984. It's Night of
Is it Night of the
Last Comet?
Last Comet. You're right. And if we are wrong, you know how Google works. Type in movie about a comet that turns everybody to dust.
I love a lot of B movies.
Yeah.
I love A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
I love, definitely The Last Comet.
Yeah. That Last Comet was good. What was the one that made all the machines come alive? Remember that one? Or there was that semi that had the clown on the front. All the machines came alive. I can't remember that one.
Remember that.
You don't remember that one? I can't remember. Like all the machines became alive.
Do you remember that movie with Tom Selleck and Gene Simmons and the spider robots?
Oh my goodness! It was. Look it up. Because they had that one point that came out. Like that's how they kill people. They crawled up on their neck and stuck you with something. Look, what was it? Tom Selleck?
Yeah.
Type in Tom Selleck.
Gene Simmons.
And Google Tom Selleck movie about machine spiders. Google that.
Or
and
Gene
it's very
Simmons.
or Gene Simmons. Movie about machine spiders, mechanical spiders.
But I'm also a very much a Gene Wilder fan. That man was
He was with Richard Pryor a lot, wasn't he?
Yes.
He was Trading Spaces.
No.
Trading Places? No, my bad. That was different.
Murphy.
I'm sorry.
Great
movie, by the way.
It doesn't hold up so well. It's got some edgy kind of. If you're sensitive, be better.
You should probably not watch that one. Don't watch it if you all about canceling. Don't watch that.
Don't watch that.
Don't watch that one.
But if
Gene
you
Wilder,
love Coming to America, then watch it so you can catch the reference in Coming to America. And then they have another reference in Coming to America 2, which I love Coming to America 2.
You're all about both.
Tomorrow War was amazing. I love the fact that
hold on, man. You keep going. I'm like, baby, we got to talk about it. These are all great movies.
I know.
These are great. We don't have much time. That's why I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And I love the fact that now we get to go to Netflix. We get to go to Hulu. We get to go to HBO Max.
Yeah.
Same day releases.
I
love that stuff. I love.
Was not a fan of the Suicide Squad.
No, that sucked.
Did not feel
and I love Idris Elba.
Suicide Squad itself was a good movie. And I'm like, hey, baby, you got to watch that one. The Suicide Squad.
But it was one of those
The
movies,
Suicide Squad, no.
It was one of those movies where the great stuff was already shown to you in the trailer.
Right.
Or in the commercial.
And they tried to do it like Marvel, where they were like, hey,
it sucks.
We're going to show you in the trailer, but we're not going to show you. We're going to switch it up when you watch the movie. It wasn't.
The action scenes were slowed way down. Like, it was just.
It was a bit much.
It was bad.
And don't get me wrong, Idris, you did your thing.
But
you got your paycheck. But come on, let's think about this.
I just want him as Doctor Who. But.
Oh, do we even want to go down that?
No, because it's not. We're on movies.
All right, we're on movies. Okay.
Hitchhiker's Guide. I'm a fan of the books and the BBC radio series, but I love Hitchhikers.
She's a lover of Hitchhiker Guide. I haven't seen that one, and you know what I mean. I haven't seen it. She's explained it to me, but clearly I got to see it because she's the one that got me on that Doctor Who tip. So I got to see it.
I was gonna ask you, what is the oldest movie that you've ever seen? Like, what was it? Black and white?
So here's the thing: when you talk about old movies, like I can't watch black and white movies. Like I get it; they're a part of our history, it's our pastime. But it's just like the new generation now. You can't appreciate what got you to where you're at. You're just looking at where you're at now. And I'm guilty of that because it's just like, look, when it comes to movies, it's like, hey, remember this one? You know, you may not remember this, but this is how it came about. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a fan of black and white. I'm like, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of. I got it. Even if they put it in Technicolor, if I'm not feeling like I can't watch westerns.
What?
I'm just not a fan of westerns. I
had to grow into westerns.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. Maybe I got to get into it.
Grow into
so
them.
A lot of you are like, what? You don't like to do? It's not that I don't like to do. I just couldn't get into that style of movie. You know, a style of.
You have to. It is an acquired taste.
It is,
and it's like any food. You have to develop yourself into it and try to figure out, okay, why do people like this? And especially like my generation, why do so many people watch this stuff? And then it just kind of, it's like, okay, well, I can see that. I can see what they're trying to say. Like, I get the nostalgia from it. But yeah, I was just curious, like, do you think the oldest movie you've ever seen? Was it like late 60s?
Oh man.
70s?
So like when I go back and I talk about, I don't know which one came out first, Last Dragon or Big Trouble in Little China. You know, but when I talk about old movies or Weird Science and all those things, you're right. Okay. So I don't know if Weird Science came out before Last Dragon.
Weird Science.
Okay. So like, you know,
and Big Trouble.
Okay. So Weird Science, I really did like that movie. That's as far as I can remember. There's probably older ones that I did like, because we talk about this is about movies, but I can go back to old shows and say Good Times, Sanford and Son, you know what I'm saying? All the ones when I was younger, like young, that I used to watch. I used to watch Sanford and Son, The Monkees. I used to watch them all the time.
Right, but I mean, even as an adult, I mean, if you've watched an old movie, you know it. Like the Philadelphia Story with, okay.
With who? Who was in
it? Jimmy Stewart. Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn.
Nope, I don't know that. What was that one about? That's not about the one that they came up like with Tom Hanks remade, is it? Okay, so it
was a comedy. Oh, what about Shirley Temple? Have you ever seen a Shirley Temple?
Like I have, but like until I met you, I didn't realize how huge Shirley Temple was.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That's what it was.
The Bachelor.
There's a drink named after the person. So
there's a movie with her. It's called The Bachelor and the Bobby Sox.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Or Bobby Soccer. Whatever. Anyways, it's really funny because she's this teenage Bobby Soccer that's in love with Cary Grant, who's older and he's a bachelor, and she falls in love with him, but her sister's a judge and he falls in love with the judge who's her sister, and it's just really cute. It's just a really sweet movie. Then there's and I was thinking about this today. We were doing work on our house today. Again, adulting. The Money Pit. Tom Hanks.
Oh, that was funny.
So this is a great movie. People don't realize that was a remake.
Yeah.
That was a remake of a movie with Cary Grant. And I believe it was called The Money. I want to say it was called The Money Pit, but I don't know. Look it up. It's a remake. Yeah. And it's hysterical. The original is just as funny as Tom Hanks.
Hold on, but there are two movies that apparently we cannot sign off without mentioning.
Okay.
Spaceballs. Our son would literally kill us if we hadn't mentioned Spaceballs. You know,
I ain't found shit.
Hey, how's you guys doing over there? We ain't found shit. It's like, look, You look, that's funny if you've seen the movie. They were combing the desert. So like, hey, you got to comb the desert. Is what they had them doing. And it was like, hey, how you guys doing over here?
Merchandising.
Like, let's check on the guys combing the desert. Some guys were looking, and it was like, hey, no, so we haven't found anything on here. And the other guys, they had a big ass comb, combing through literally, it was a pick, combing through sand. And it was like, how about you guys over there? This one random dude was like, man, we ain't found shit.
That was funny. That was a great movie. I love Mel Brooks.
Pizza, whatever his name was.
Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut.
Yeah.
It was called Pizza. He was literally made of pizza. Yeah. And so you guys got to see Space. What was the other one that he loves to watch that I was like, man, I hadn't seen it?
Well, so Devin loves Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
Which is an acquired taste.
It is an acquired taste.
Gene Wilder. But for me, it's Young Frankenstein.
Oh, and I got to see that one. I got to see that. Yeah, I don't think I've seen Young Frankenstein.
For like over.
Yeah, and you watch me watch every movie, and none of them have been Young Frankenstein.
I guess I know what I'm doing.
Okay, well, apparently I'm about to watch Young Frankenstein. So, hey guys, that's our take when it comes to
Madeline Coyne.
I'm sorry, what do you want? Like, hey, that's our take when it comes to
my boyfriend.
That's something I have. It's okay, they didn't see
Put the candle back.
They ain't see it. So look, that's our take on favorite movies. I love you.
I love you.
All right. Look, guys, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy week for us. That's what it boils down to.
This was a fun topic.
But it was a fun topic, though, to get back to our podcast.
Yes.
Thank you for the people who continue to watch us, DMWATSpodcast.com. Y'all know that's where y'all can find us, DMWATspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Go ahead and send us.
Actually, I need to work on the website. Yeah. I don't think that whole week we were off.
Like I said, we've been adulting. So a few things we slacked off on it happens. That's just true. That's the truth. We're not a huge company over here. It's just a thing. We just bring y'all who we are. DMWATS Podcast. Y'all know what it is. I love this woman here. And as always, y'all can find us at DMWATSpodcast.com, Doge, AMC, Sheba to the Moon. Check the streaming services. Last but not least, vote for this beautiful woman in the Fabulous Over 40 contest. Flashing the link. This is one thing that me truly believes in her. She's not gonna brag on herself, but I love this woman. She deserved it more than anybody else. She's in the quarterfinals. I won't make you cry. We're gonna sign off before we do. We're gonna sign off. Vote for this woman here because I do it all the time. Thank you guys. We are DMWATS. I am Davie.
I'm Misti.
And we are gonna sign off from DMWATS. Thanks for staying with us. We will continue to bring y'all what we do. Thank you guys.